Right, hello everyone. Yeah, it's been a bit of a while, a couple of weeks since the last video, mainly just because I've been insanely busy. I'm now working my new job. I'm about a month into a new job, so trying to get the same time that I had before is a bit more difficult, and also not really had anything worthy of putting up for a video since the SR250 project finished. We had the odds and sods on Gens America, and we're just going to be concluding that tonight a little bit. As for the SR250, I've been that busy, I've not even had a chance to get it MOT'd or put up for sale anywhere. I've literally just not had the time to do anything. It's been mad. Yeah, but hopefully now, back with a few more bits and bobs. Hopefully I'll get my arse into gear a little bit and get some things rolling. Today my mate came round with the two side mounts that I think I mentioned in a previous video, so I'll show you that in a second. We're going to be fitting Gens definitely tonight. Mine's probably going to be another time, because I need to work out what I'm going to be doing with the rear section, whether I'll leave it just a seat, whether I'm going to put the mudguard that I've got on, and the whole brake light situation. I'm quite keen on not having any lights on the rear mudguard and just having everything down on the side mount, so that's going to take a little bit of jiggling around. But yeah, we'll show you Gens in a second, and getting that kind of wired up and ready to rumble. But yeah, that's kind of about it really. My Bonnie needs a service, so I've ordered all the bits today. It's just you know, one of the smaller services, just oil, filters, plugs, brake fluid, that kind of sort of stuff. So I don't know if I'll film that. I'll hopefully try and get that done this weekend, because I'm commuting now. I'm racking up the miles a little bit quicker, so service intervals are coming round. But yeah, there we go, enough of my excuses. Let's get rocking on with the new stuff, and I'll show you what we've got. Okay then, so the side mount then, names have been scribbled out to protect the guilty, but this is what my mate drew up on his, what do you call it, CAD sort of malarkey sort of thing. He needed a side mount for his Harley, and didn't see anything that he wanted for the price he was prepared to pay. So he took a couple of liberties and drew this up and got this made sort of on the side a little bit, but I better gloss over this just in case anyone he knows is seeing this. But here we go. This is the bad boy. So it's an aluminium, pretty thick. I think it's 4 mil I think. Powder coated black. So pretty straightforward. That just bolts on behind. They're tapped and threaded in there, but I'll probably just stick nuts on behind as well, just for a bit of extra strength. They're obviously countersunk there, so you can put your number plate flat on it. Now in his design, he had the two holes here for number plate lights, which shine on down there. I'm just looking at how we're going to lay it out for Gens, and I don't know. I need to, for the number plate lights I've got, these little bad boys, they're a slightly bigger bolt size than those holes, so I need to drill these out anyway if I was to use those. But I'm actually thinking I might possibly reorientate them a little bit. He stuck his plate, well, drilled the hole through the plate, so it was kind of bolted on with the number plate lights there, and then had a bit of that tape adhesive there holding it on. I might, I don't know, I might just have the two number plate lights up in the corners here, shining down. Let's get Gens' nice new plate. So I'll get it sort of lined up a bit there. So they'll be, so his would have been there and there. So now I could put one there, one down there, or sort of standard number plate there and there. Quite like there and there, to be honest. I think that's going to be what works for me, and I won't have to stick this down or anything. I can just have that shining down. So yeah, so I've got two number plate lights to go on. So there's a positive and negative for each one of those. and I've hooked that up. Jim's been out on the bike for a bit. Yeah, this is the shitty kind of budget job at the moment, just to get her going, but obviously that wouldn't pass an MOT or anything, and the plate is just knackered now from too much molesting. But where have I? I've tucked them up under here somewhere. So I've tapped into, when I was doing the wiring before, I've tapped into a live and an earth in there, which goes to these two. So the black key's negative, that's positive obviously. And what I'll do is, so I've got 4 wires that need to go into 2 wires, so 2 positives, 2 negatives. I want to try and make it as easy as it can be to unplug them and take the plate off or whatever, mainly because just in case we get a tight MOT person. This is an 8x6. In Britain that isn't strictly legal. It needs to be bigger than that. Needs to be that sort of size. Yeah, I'd like to make these easily removable through the holes, in case we have to put the bigger plate on for MOTs. The eagle eyes amongst you will notice that they're totally different plates. That was my legal plate for MOT purposes. But I digress. I've picked up some of these off the internet and just got bullet connectors into the double kind of harness ones with the insulation around there. So it's just a case now, really, drill those holes, decide where I want them, and get it wired up. And need to try and find some sleeving that I can probably pull those through should we need to take it all apart as well. But yeah, bit of chin scratching and beard scratching, so let's get rocking. Right, so just doing a quick mock-up, just checking and double-checking everything. All I've done so far is just drilled this one. I'm going to come around the other side. Drilled the hole bigger for this bolt, just because I wanted to make sure we didn't have any clearance issues, and that's fine. Still got a thumb behind there, and obviously the number plate will take up another couple of mil, so that's all right. And checking that it all fits on fine. In an ideal world, I'd probably prefer it to match the slope of the shock. It is a little bit more forward, just I don't know if you can see down here, but probably won't pick up. But yeah, that's about as far up as I can get it before, without it banging into the bottom of the shock body there. So, but yeah, I think that's fine. I am actually now just double thinking that I might do the same thing and have the other light here, so they shine in a cross like that. Mainly because I think it's going to look neater for the wiring, rather than having to have a wire run along the back here somewhere. I think from down there I'm going to be able to get those all those wires together, sleeve them somehow, probably mimic the brake line pipe with them, take them up here somewhere, and then eventually join them up with here, these two. I might extend these wires, so actually all the connections, I don't have any connection points here, it'll all be underneath the seat, so these ones might get trimmed right back down. So yeah, still a little bit of trial and error, but let's think about this. Let's think. I'm pretty sure I think that's going to be the better option, so I'll whip this off and drill that one out. Also, obviously these bolts here, I've only put 2 in for the moment because that's what I had knocking around, but they won't have as much thread as that on the back. I'll cut those down or just get shorter bolts in, but it's all for the purposes of a mock-up. Right then, so quick mock-up. The wires are loosely just knit together because I need to get some kind of sleeving to put them all in. But otherwise the plate's on and looking quite fine and dandy, so we'll turn it on and just see if it works. I've been joined by my lovely assistant, Mrs. Cactus.
Eating turning on now. That's so suave and it's so minimalist.
There we go, beautiful.
That is, it's cool.
That's it.
Now,
get rid of that.
I think that I should keep them both on. And on that one, I'm going to write little daily messages like...
that one's so on the piss.
Does my bum look big in this? Or, I wish my husband was as dirty as his bike. Or...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
So, anyway, moving back on. There we go. It's the new plate.
Nice, I like it.
New lights sorted. That one's much brighter as well, so you're safer. Be safe, be seen, dear.
Yeah, be safe, be seen.
There we go. So, yeah, I rather like the angle. So, yeah, obviously, this won't remain like that. I'll sleeve that tomorrow. But,
I love having my bike back, thank you. I even went out in the rain to Tesco's
yeah,
this
look,
morning.
she's already got it all dirty, and that won't get washed either, will it, Jenny?
I wish my husband was as dirty as his bike.
Yeah, so that's the end of that video. Just wanted to really, very short one, just wanted to just sort of say hello to everyone and put a video up. But the next one will be the Bonneville side mount, which I'm going to have to give a bit more thought to. It's not going to be quite as straightforward. A few more little bells and whistles perhaps. But yeah, alright, until next time, take it easy.